Today we're going to talk about quadratic inequalities. And we already looked at this a little bit when we looked at the revenue problem, and we said, when is the revenue going to be greater than, I believe it was 675,000. So we've already solved a quadratic inequality. So this says solve the inequality x squared minus 4x minus 12 is less than or equal to 0 and graph the solution set. Okay. So what we want to do is wherever it's greater than or equal to 0, first thing we need to do is find the zeros of this quadratic. So your first step is always going to be find the zeros. Okay. And we can do this using factoring or quadratic formula or even our calculator. So I'll do this here by factoring, but you could also use your calculator, right? This is an easy enough example. It's easily factored, so we can just find the zeros. And so our zeros are going to be x equals 6 and x equals negative 2. Okay. So we go to our graph here. We have a 0 at 6 and we have a 0 at negative 2. Okay. Now, we don't even have to graph this entire quadratic, but we do know that the quadratic opens upward. It's concave up, okay, since the leading coefficient is 0. So this is concave up since a is greater than 0, right? So we know the graph is going to look something like this, and our vertex will be somewhere down here, and we don't even need to find what the vertex is, okay? Because this is a quadratic, we know, right, all through here, this is going to be less than 0, okay? It's obviously equal to 0 at the x-intercepts, but it's less than 0 in this case in between the x-intercepts. And so we can see that our solution set is going to be all of the x values. So the solution is going to be all of the x values between negative 2 and positive 6. And since we are looking at less than or equal to 0, we're going to include, so we'll have brackets on our interval. If this was just strictly less than, we would have parentheses on the interval, right? So they say graph the solution set. So really all that means is, hey, draw yourself a real number line here, and we've got number 2 to 6, and this is going to be everything between those. But this is really what we're after. So what this means is, right, any x value in that interval will produce, right, any x value in this interval will produce an f of x value that is less than or equal to 0. Okay. That's all that means.